Alright guys, today I'm going to tell you why I like open source drones, especially something like the 3DR Solo, and how easy it literally is to change a motor. Good luck doing this with your Mavics or your Phantoms, people. You clearly don't know what it's like to own an easygoing drone that just makes your life simple. With that being said, today we're going to talk about why it's good to test your motors. For those of you guys who don't know, Solex provides you with a solo test sequence inside the system. You click on get everything started, go up to the 3 lines in Solex, go all the way down to vehicles, tap on solo, scroll all the way to the bottom, and you'll see the vehicle test slot. Every once in a while, you should be testing your motors and ESCs. The lights on the Solo will tell you underneath the legs if they detect a weak anything in the system. If it tests the motor and it goes, well, there's kind of a weakness here, it'll change the light color to let you know that that motor's either about to start having problems or it is having problems, one to the other. Okay, so you want the lights to stay all the same color. If they're changing color and they're not starting off red and white, right? Red on the back, white on the front. If they change color, it's letting you know something's wrong with your ESC. Now, these do not just fail. Sometimes they do. It's very rare, but they will fail gradually, okay? These will fail gradually. So you want to test these every now and then. If you start to notice when you go to take off that a motor flickers before it starts to engage, it will continue working for a little while, but at some point it will fail. That is the Solo telling you there's a problem. You need to go in and perform a motor test. And you guys already know how easy these things are to change. Well, here's a video anyways. So this is a guide to how to properly test your ESCs and motors on the Solo, especially if you're using the Solex app and you're running the Solex app. This is a great tool to understand how to properly maintain your motors and ESCs. If you fly like I do and you fly really aggressive, or you just put a lot of flight time on your Solo, this is the thing you need to be doing. You need to be testing your motors and ESCs. So let's get started. I can't remember which motor is bad. I can't remember if it's that one or that one. So we're going to boot these up, let them communicate, and then we're going to run a motor test on this thing real fast. So I want to get this fixed because I have some GPS footage that I need to get here pretty soon. So I need to replace the motor. Last time we flew it in Acro, I pushed it a little too hard and ended up damaging one of the ESCs on the rear. So got 2 motor replacements here. We're gonna do this. Those are communicating now. Let's get this set up here. Okay. Pull up Solex. We'll connect. God, it's been forever since I've done a motor test on this thing. Where are you? There we are. Solo link. Press the back button. Wait for that to say reading parameters. Let's see, there we go. Parameters are going up. Okay. Now I need to come in here. Oops. I have to remember how to do this. Is it my vehicle? Let's say. There we go. RTL. Distance. No limit. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. This has definitely been a minute since I've had to get in here. Let's try vehicles, Solo. There we go. Motor hours. I want to test. There it is. Let's put this on slow. And we'll run the motors. I have the props on it right now. So you had to go to vehicles. Let's see, let's test. I can individually test each motor. Let's test number 1 here. Push test. There's that one came on. Okay, that one cleared the test. Let's go for number 2 here. That one came on easily. Wait for that to finish its test. That one cleared. Let's test number 3 here. Oh, did I do these out of whack? I don't think I did. So maybe it's number 4. There it is. That one definitely has a problem. Notice anything? Okay, so that one obviously has an issue. So now we know which motor needs to be done. We'll test that one more time just to see if it activates. Yep, that one's definitely having a problem with the ESC. So, there you go. That's a quick way to do it. You just go into vehicles and run your motor test. So, looks like we'll be putting this one on there today. And yeah, should be good to go after that. Everything looks good on this. So let's go ahead and pop this over. I'll show you guys how easy it is. This is something DJI just should have done a long time ago. So we can turn this off. That'll disconnect the third-party gimbal, should settle. There we go. Turn that off. Yeah, let's change this motor. I'll show you why 3DR was awesome. There's a very specific reason why these things are cool as hell. Because, man, do they make it simple to work on these. Okie doke. See where this is at. There's my screwdriver. This is literally how simple it is to change a motor. Put this in there. Pop your light cover off. Takes a second. Let's try to hit it from this side. There we go. Pop that light cover off there. Boom. 4 screws. Should be able to get her out. Oops. It's probably easier if I just grab my electric tool to do this, but we can do it this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll show you what happens. Okay. Okie dokie dokie doke. 4 screws have been taken out on the bottom. You literally just grab the motor, give a pull, and detach the wires. And then you just plug it right into where it goes here. Plug that in, put that back down in there. 3 screws, put the light back on, and you're done. That's DJI. Where you at? 7 years ago. This is why open source is just awesome, because they simplify your entire life with quads like this. Let's see your DJI drone do that. I just changed the motor in like 2 minutes. Just gotta put the prop back on there. Boop. Good luck doing that with any Phantom product or Mavic product. Alright, let's crank her up here. Wait for these two to communicate. Third-party gimbal's up and rocking and rolling here. Alright, so that's the motor back there that we just replaced. So now we're going to test that ESC. Make sure that it's still strong enough to sustain flight. Because they can just fail, but normally they'll fail gradually, which is what I like about the Solos, that they'll still spin up, but they let you know by flickering when they first get going that there's an issue with the ESC or it's starting to go bad. I like that it does that. It also does the lighting motor test on you. So if it detects there's a problem, obviously the lights change color on it, you know. So let's see here. So I love that you can test the overall health of the motors and it lets you know before they fail. So it's good to perform this test every once in a while. All right, let's get this connected here. Connect. Turn Wi-Fi on. Wait for it to detect solo link. It found it. Strongest signal. There we go. Connecting. You are now connected. Wait for it to read the parameters. That'll show up right here. There we go. Reading flight parameters. Boom. All right, so now we're going to go back up here. We're going to go all the way down to vehicles. We're going to click on this one here. We're going to go all the way down, and we remember it was motor number 4, so I'm just going to hit test. It's going to say, you're sure? And I'll say yes, okay to spin up. Motor engaged just like it should. As you can see, it stayed red instead of turning blue. It's telling me the overall health of the motor is in good shape. So we'll go through the rest of them now. Try to keep all the same lights. If it detects that there's a weak ESC, then these will change color. So we went from number 4, let's go to number 3. Stayed white. Let's go for number 2. That one stayed red. And let's go for number 1. White, white, red, red. Overall health of the motors and ESCs, good shape now. She's ready to rip, Tater Chip. Perform a test every now and then. Pay attention to your lights. They will tell you everything you need to know about the overall health of your motors and ESCs.